Hi guys, welcome to the first module. We've now covered the 10 modules, basically what is incorporated within. Remember, this is a process that follows from performing the Business Builder gap analysis, which will ultimately present us with a dashboard and a gap analysis of the business in each one of these sections. This section focuses specifically on business planning. Business planning is linked to performance, and remember that is the module that acts both as a starting and ending point, as modules within the Business Builder assessment will directly feed into the business planning session. So starting your business planning first, working with the information that's available, driving through into execution, but then as we go through the modules, constantly updating our performance KPIs and our strategy as we change and adapt to each one of the modules. This module specifically focuses on the sub-diagnostic tools that's available for you. We provide you with Porter's 5 forces, step analysis, SWOT analysis, organizational gap analysis, strategic project prioritization, balanced scorecard caption and review, and ultimately the KPI dashboard. So looking at each one of these individual, the first one would be the Porter's 5 forces analysis. You will be provided with this model in order to update as a template. Porter's 5 forces will go in depth through when we get to the specific review of the tool, but basically focusing on what are the threat of the new entries, the threat of substitutes, what are the buyer powers and what are the supplier powers, and how do all of these culminate into a rivalry amongst existing competitors. Very important for us to capture this on where we are with our business or our customers are with their business. Porter's 5 forces will be followed by a step analysis, looking at social, technological, economic, and political environment and how that impacts on the business. This is critical for us to identify opportunities and risks for the business, but we'll cover this in depth when we go through these modules. The SWOT analysis, just a quick view on what we do there, the strengths, the weakness, and opportunities and threats within the businesses. And all of these will be captured ultimately into our strategic plan. Organizational gap analysis performs an in-depth look at strategy, looking at customer relationship management, demand generation, sales, measurement, market research, organizational development, human resources, systems, and products. What are the gap analysis within each one of these areas? The tool will allow you to perform and capture these, and as well as identify actions for each one of these gaps that needs to be incorporated into the ultimate strategy of the company. The strategic project prioritization is important to look at the project scoring across the entire strategy. So remember, strategy sets objectives. Objectives gets translated into projects. Those projects need to be prioritized. And here you can see we prioritize them along what's the best strategic fit and what's the highest feasibility. Identifying then what are the top priorities, which are the ones that we should maybe be looking at later, which are potential ones to eliminate, and projects coming up in the future. The tool itself provides you with instructions, weighting, the project scoring, the ranking, and ultimately this assessment to help you prioritize projects. Then we look at balanced scorecard capture and review. This tool does include instructions, capturing the mission and vision, looking then at the 4 elements of the balanced scorecard: financial view, customer view, business process, and learning and growth within the organization. The tool will help you with each one of these steps to capture the key performance indicators and metrics and what the time frame is for achieving these. Last but not least, we include a KPI dashboard. This is used then to capture all of the elements up to now. It will look at average receivables, the cash on hand, customer retention rate, research and development that comes out of our product development, our CRM adoption rate, which is the implementation of that throughout the company, and also what is some of our quality assurance. And this would make up our business strategy metrics dashboard with some of the key focus elements. And like I said, this is both the starting and ending point. We will be within the finance model, be looking at cash on hand. We will be looking at with customer retention rate within the customer model, and also looking at the CRM adoption rate within the customer acquisition model. And that is the business planning session. That makes up the first module, and like I said, the last module. The next module we'll be looking with in this next session is product or service innovation.